Well, and he also wants to manage in England. But first things first, Robbo wants to lead Caley Thistle into the Scottish Premier League. A Hearts legend as a player, he's been talking to Jim Spence.
It's Robertson! It's almost unbelievable! Congested area, indeed Inverness! It's in! Brilliant play by Robertson! High one again. Robertson with a shot, oh what a goal! Oh, a brilliant goal!
Over 15 years, John Robertson achieved legendary status as Hearts' top league scorer with goals of the highest quality. Now he hopes to scale the same heights in his management career. So in his first stint in charge at Caley Thistle, how does he feel his report card reads?
Could do better, but no, it's been fantastic. It's been a real roller coaster from arriving here, and so far it's been quite successful. But there's still a lot of hard work to be done to strengthen the club at all levels.
I mean, you're sitting right on the tail of Clyde there. Promotion is the aim, no question.
Yeah, I think the promotion's aim for about 6 clubs at the moment in this league. There's no doubt that any one of the 6 can still win it. You know, and Clyde have had a terrific run of late, and we're hanging on to them. But you know, the likes of St Johnstone, Falkirk, Queen of the South, Ross County, you can't rule anybody out. It's such a tight league, such an attractive league, and it's exciting, and that's what we really want.
You were with Hearts about 15 years effectively, you know, their top league goal scorer. You sponged up a lot of information that time. Do you enjoy getting onto the coaching field and giving all that back?
Yeah, I think it's vital. You always pick up things from previous managers, previous coaches, and a lot of people, you know, right back from Alec MacDonald, Jim Jeffries, most notably for me as well, Paul Hegarty, had a real effect on me towards the end of my career. That the values were the same. You had to work hard, that you had to give everything you had. There was no point coming to training, if you weren't going to give 100% and give your teammates the respect that they were due by giving your all.
You must be looking back at what's going on at your old club Hearts. Does it distress you at all?
I think it always distresses you when you read the papers that there's so many millions in debt and they're thinking about moving, etc. But you know, the most important thing of all this is that Heart Midlothian survives. You know, the club will be there long after many supporters of this generation have died and gone on. So, you know, the people that are in charge will do what they feel is right for the club. Will it be or will it not be, you'll see in the long term. But for me, the most important thing is that there's a team out in maroon and white every Saturday performing under the name Heart Midlothian.
Corner swung in, it's knocked in by Miller, and John Robertson with a header!
How warmly do you recall your player coaching stint at Livingston?
Yeah, it was fantastic. The big Jim Leishman. It was a famous one about the interview, you know, do you fancy coaching? I says, yeah, I've got half a mind to be a coach. He said, that's all you need, Robbo. So, but that's the kind of thing. He got me into it in that respect, and Davy Hay was fantastic. You know, Jim was very strong on man motivation, and Davy has got as fine an eye for talent and for seeing a game as anybody in the game. So it was a fantastic learning experience for me, and then the chance came, as I said, to come to Caley.
What have been the biggest challenges in the job?
I think it's just the fact that you know, the buck stops with you. It's as simple and straightforward as that. You have to make decisions, and it's ultimately your decision that you live or die by. We want to play good attacking football. We want to take games to our opponents and entertain as best we can, and so far it's worked for us. You come here, you know, it was a club with a reputation for good attacking football and very good cup pedigree as well, and we've managed to continue it.
Over the years, Highland League clubs argued fiercely to get into Scottish League football. Now that you're there, how well do you think you've done? And is there a huge sense of anticipation in getting into the SPL?
Well, there's no doubt about that. People up here are as passionate about their football as they are in Glasgow, as they are in Edinburgh, as they are in Dundee. Because to see Celtic, Rangers, Hearts, Hibs, etc., Aberdeen, the Dundee teams on a regular basis would be fantastic for the area. And you only have to look at the Scottish Cup in recent years. You know, there's a lot of good Highland League clubs done well, and we have a strong Highland League here now. Fraserburgh, Devonvale, etc. Clack this year are top of the pile. It's a fantastic competitive league.
At this time of year, John, we hear loads of complaints about training facilities, but you've not got that problem here, do you?
We generally train out at Fort George. With the bonus that we get to use the new Highland and Islands Academy, the football academy, which is based, of course, over in Dingwall, but it's an academy that's open to all the teams in the north. And we've managed this week to book a couple of sessions in the new indoor arena, which is great. You know, the fact that it's based at Ross County is irrelevant because everybody can use it, so I'm sure they've made good use of it as well.
Robertson's team may enjoy the best of training facilities, but their ground doesn't fulfil SPL criteria. So is he concerned that the stadium could scupper their promotion hopes?
The goalposts are moved all the time in the Premier League. Nobody really sure what's going on. But we spoke to the board, we spoke to the trust board here as well, and they are very, very confident that should we be fortunate enough, and I stress fortunate enough, to win the league, that there will be a stadium in place that will meet SPL criteria. I would just appeal for a bit of common sense. The first division clubs can't afford to build it with the prospect they might go up. I mean, we need time to build it. Inverness will build the stadium as best they can and as quickly as they can. But to say you have to have it ready for March is financially it's impossible.
You've done brilliantly here, but what are your personal ambitions in the game?
You want to manage in the SPL, want to manage in England, and I want to be an international manager one day. But you've got to do your apprenticeship and make sure you learn the ropes and learn the tricks of the trade, so to speak. And time will tell as to how good